7:50, welcome back in. Tariffs, that was the big story this week. President Trump's sweeping tariffs sent markets plunging, and many industries are facing big disruptions right now. So what is next here, and what does this economic trade war mean for you and your family? That is one of the big topics today on Face the Nation this morning. And joining us to talk more about this is Margaret Brennan. Good morning. Good to see you. Who's on the show today?
Good morning to you, Marcella. We will be focusing on that big topic you just mentioned, and that is the uncertainty out there. Financial markets try to put prices on certainty. They need it. Business leaders need it to plan investments. And right now, they do not have it because President Trump's announcement of this sweeping change to global trade just shocked people because of the numbers involved, how wide-ranging the tariffs were, and the lack of clarity as to when they might be lifted. Are they leveraged to get to a trade deal, or are they now the centerpiece of new U.S. policy? We're going to put all those questions to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, very close to President Trump. We'll also turn to Wyoming Senator John Barrasso. He is one of the top Senate Republicans, and he has that other plank of President Trump's economic platform, and that is to deliver on tax cuts. But the political environment is also uncertain on Capitol Hill, with Republicans arguing amongst themselves on how to pay for all of these things. So these two big parts of the Trump economic policy are clouded with uncertainty. We're going to try to get clarity for you. We'll also speak to Washington State Senator Maria Cantwell. She is going to share with us why she has decided to try to claw back some control over trade to the legislative branch. She has partnered with a very powerful Republican to try to do that, Chuck Grassley, joining her effort to say that some of what the president is doing perhaps might not be on solid legal ground. We'll also turn to Nebraska Congressman Republican Don Bacon, who agrees with them. And we'll take a look, Marcella, at what is happening around the world in terms of the war that has roiled global markets, and that is Russia's war in Ukraine. NATO's Secretary General Mark Rutte will share with us what he thinks is happening next on that front.
All right, I want to go back to tariffs for a moment. I know it's still uncertain. I know a lot of people are asking, how does this impact me? How does it impact my family? But I want to ask you, on the political side of this, President Trump's whole campaign, much of it was about lowering prices. Many economists say we were heading in the opposite direction. Is there any indication that these tariffs would have a negative political impact on this administration?
Marcella, this is a massive political bet. It is a gamble with the economy. The economy was why President Trump won this election. According to CBS polling, that was the thing that we saw throughout the campaign. Frustration with high prices under President Biden, which is why it is surprising so many to see President Trump choose a policy that will, in the view of the majority of economists out there, further raise prices for consumers because it'll make foreign-made imports more expensive. But Marcella, this is where it really gets interesting, because President Trump has said he's trying to do a whole bunch of different things. He said he's trying to bring back manufacturing jobs. He's trying to bring back what he calls the golden age of America, the 1880s. Where tariffs are at the centerpiece of policy. He's also said he's trying to bring in more revenue to the country. None of those things actually work together. Some of them are at odds with each other. So we want to try to get clarity when we speak to the Commerce Secretary about what exactly is the plan here. Is all of this just leverage and short term, or is this the new normal? We don't have clear answers.
Yeah, so many questions. We know this will be an important and interesting conversation later this morning. Margaret, thank you so much. A reminder for you at home, Face the Nation airs right here at 10:30.